Hey everybody, today on the vlog we're going to talk about fundraising, wanting to go on a trip to Abilene where we're from. We need monthly support. We're not in like a ridiculously dire state, but we're definitely getting closer to that needed point. And praying about it, I felt kind of like I should shoot for around $400 a month in support on this trip, an increase of that much. In this vlog, I'm going to be showing the whole process from the prep of calls all the way through to my trip to Abilene this weekend and giving you guys an update on how much support I'm actually going to raise in this time. If I'm honest, I feel a little bit overwhelmed, just trying to figure out how to get started in it. And that's why I'm going to spend some time praying. Okay, so I've been calling people most of the morning, and I think I started off feeling kind of like overwhelmed at first and a little bit terrified. I think what God's been telling me is just to like go for it, just share. I've actually gotten a hold of several people, gotten several meetings scheduled, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. Kind of the way this goes is you go up and down. You feel excited, then you feel nervous, then you feel excited. All right, bye-bye, little booty. All right, so I'm just leaving to go to Abilene to do these fundraising and all that calling I did. I got like, I think about 12, maybe 13 people or families to agree to connect. Some of them are current supporters, some of them are potential supporters. I'm feeling a lot better now. When I first started off, I was a little bit like, how's this gonna go? But it's so good to connect with people, even on the phone. And people are excited. They wanna meet with you, they wanna hear your story. And they pull off your tone, and I started off a little like kind of rough. Start calling your best friends first and the people you're most comfortable with first, the least risk. And from there, I started to get excitement. You get this motivation, this momentum. So, here we go. All right, I'm here, Abilene, Texas. I didn't turn it off, it's still on. Oh. Being a family and doing Yes to Jesus isn't impossible. Love the Steins. Oh my God. Thank y'all for having me over.
Yes, we're so happy that you're here.
Yes,
such a blessing.
Love to be with you.
Just got done meeting with the Steins. Oh man, I love you guys. That was so awesome, so encouraging to my spirit. Like, I haven't seen the Steins in a year, but like we can just go there. It's so good. That's what fundraising, that's why we love fundraising, because we can connect with people and we can share Jesus together and mutually encourage one another and spur one another on. In town this weekend, I've actually got lunch and dinner open today. All right, I'm here at Beltway, and I've met this guy online, but I'm getting to meet him face to face. This is Barry, and he's the missions pastor here. And I'm so blessed to get to, like, we basically, in talking, we realized we're both very passionate about missions and mobilizing people to the nations.
Totally.
So great to get to meet you in person.
Yeah, great to meet you, Phil. And man, I just love your heart for reaching the unreached, people who don't know Jesus.
Good.
And I want to say one thing about that to whoever's listening is extraordinary prayer creates movements of God. So the more we want to reach people, the more we've got to be in that place of prayer.
So next time you're in Kansas City, we'll get some barbecue and go up to the prayer room.
Sounds good.
I'm excited. Really. All right, here we are. I'm about to leave Abilene. Just got lunch with this dude. Man, I love you so much.
Too.
It's such a fun thing getting to follow Jesus together, and I'm excited about what God's doing to you guys. College Park.
It's going strong.
For most of us, that's in the past. This guy's like still living it.
Still living in the past.
Still living the dream. Dude, it's such a blessing. It's been such a great trip. I'm so glad we got to connect before we headed out.
Same.
Tell Haley I said hello.
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's so good.
Take care.
God's good.
Peace.
For dinner. Can I have
All right, so we're back here in Missouri. I'll say this, after spending time with the Lord this morning, I was just kind of reflecting on how I feel, and honestly, I just feel kind of discouraged, disappointed, or down, or I don't know. Honestly, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like, I don't know if it's working, and I feel too small for the task. I'm kind of faced with what feels impossible, and I was kind of just talking to the Lord about it, and I had a bit of a revelation that life is not meant to feel possible. We're not meant to feel like we're in our comfort zone or we got this. You know, I feel that way about parenting right now, and honestly what it means is that I'm engaged. It means that I'm paying attention for the first time in a long time, and I'm not very good at it. Too often we find ourselves hanging out in the comfort zone. And getting back here, you know, the long drive and all that stuff, it was tiring. But like you get up in the morning, you realize, I have a lot more fundraising to do. Hey, don't push your brother. Trying to vlog and cook dinner and parent at the same time, maybe too much. Basically, like, I mean, I did all those appointments and that was just a fraction of what I really need to do. And there's so much more work that's ahead. And even though I'm excited about it, it could also at moments feel daunting and overwhelming. And I think honestly, this is kind of the journey of faith, to believe God's provision for me as a parent, to believe God's provision for me as a missionary, for my family in missions. And the reality is that God's telling me to trust Him, and I do. He's provided over and over and over again. That's faith. That's following Jesus. That's what it looks like. And we've, I think, idolized comfort too much in our society, and we kind of measure, you know, am I succeeding based on, do I feel like I have enough, or I am enough, or I can do enough to make this happen. And I feel so much like kind of discomfort or frustration or not enough in me. But when I go to God, He says, I'm enough, trust me, be patient. And when I look back over this season that we've been in, just so many crazy things happening. The honest reality is that God has been enough all the way through it, and He's provided for us every step. And we as Christians, and I think we as missionaries, we're meant to lean into this discomfort. We're meant to keep working, keep trusting. We're not meant to take over for God and bust our butts and make it happen. We're meant to trust Him in the process, to talk with Him through it. And it's such a blessing that comes from being actively in trusting God. All right, we have been in Kansas City now for almost 2 weeks. Been doing a lot of follow-up. Of the people I connected with, I haven't heard from all of them. No worries, guys. I understand it takes time. But our goal was to raise $400 a month, and we're at $220 from this trip, which is amazing. And we have one of our friends said that they were going to partner with us. They just didn't know how much. So it's working, and this is just a slice of what we need to raise, but it's very encouraging. This video kind of shows one small window of time. The reality of fundraising is this, like a cycle, like all the way this week, next week we're meeting with people still on Zoom calls and calling people and following up, all like over and over and over again. This, if you're interested in fundraising, it's pretty intense. You got to do it well. You need training. I recommend Support Raising Solutions. That's who trained us, and I'll link information about them below. If you're not going to get trained by them, they do have a book you could just buy. Get an ebook, read it. It'll help you a lot. Fundraising is not impossible. You got this. And there are the ups and downs. I think I felt really low and not strong, and I don't want to pick up the phone and call, or oh man, I don't know how to ask for money in this situation. And I also felt like, oh my gosh, I love doing this. This is so great. This is amazing. You got to just keep moving, keep going. If you are thinking about becoming a missionary and this is the concerning aspect for you, you can so do this. This is not an obstacle that you can't overcome. Thanks for watching. We are Some Honest Missionaries, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe. Peace.